Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Keo, and you're listening to the Binch Bros podcast. I'm here with Sejun.
Hi.
He's going to be my co-host for pretty much all of Binch Bros.
Forever.
And today, we said we were going to do, what was it called again? Tomb Raider.
Oh,
Endurance.
Sure,
Endurance
yeah.
mode. But
No worries.
yeah, wasn't able to get around to that. But we still played games, so we're just gonna talk about games that we played this week and maybe some news.
Can we do the news first, real quick?
Yes, let's do the gaming news.
First of all, if you followed my work and you followed Bad Friends Brigade, you would know that I adore this game called Knack.
Oh, okay.
Knack 2 is happening.
Wow.
And I couldn't be more excited. That game is one of those games that came out maybe a year after it came out. I had already heard it, everyone had said nothing. They had nothing nice to say about that game, and me and Timmy decided to stream it one day as like a goof, this is gonna be fun. Let's play this trash game.
Yeah.
And
it became a good game.
It's so weird. I highly encourage you to check out our stream of Knack if you want to see two grown men just like do a complete 180, and like marvel at something that we expected to be trash. We lose our minds. We basically turn completely around on it, and it's happening. The sequel is happening. That's the most exciting sequel news that's happened.
But June, how does one watch your stream, and where to do they go?
Sure. So we have highlights up of our past streams, but we also now it's gonna be me and whoever is on whenever they're available, but Timmy is gonna come on every now and then whenever he has a chance, because he's moved away. It's gonna be a little tougher, but we'll still get the classic Bad Friends. But it's at twitch.tv/Bad Friends Brigade. And I think it's gonna still be every Sunday around 7-ish. We just finished our stream of Resident Evil 4 completely, except for Mercenaries mode, but we did all the side content, and that was a good one. And we have a lot of other ones, including Knack. We have a great stream of Bloodborne.
Nice.
Dark Souls 3.
Did you guys finish that?
Which one?
All of them? Did you guys actually finish Dark Souls and Bloodborne?
Yeah, absolutely. Shit. Yeah, we finished all of those games.
Nice.
We mostly finished the games. There's been one-off streams for I think we've done a stream of Murder Soul Suspect, and we didn't finish it, and some other stuff like that. But another good one we did was Wolfenstein: The New Order, which is a great first-person shooter that came out a couple years ago. If anyone wanted to play that, definitely recommend that one. But yeah, anyway, I do want to talk about more video gaming news, because two big events happened recently. There was the Game Awards, which it's just, it's whatever. It's they give awards to video games. That's fine. But the cool thing about Game Awards is they usually have exclusives and announcements, And then there was also the PlayStation Experience, which is this thing that started, I think, last year, and or 2 years ago. It was either last year or 2 years ago, and it's been great so far. It's cool. It's just a lot of good news comes out, a lot of exclusive stuff. But so what I wanted to talk about from I mean, I guess I just want to dwell. I mean, I'm sorry, Keo, if
No,
cut me off if I'm rambling, but
I have no. I'm trying to look up. I was looking at Best Friends Brigade, and I was trying to make sure. Bad Friends Brigade. Sorry, yeah. I was trying to make sure that I got the link just in case, so I could add on to the description. That's what I was doing on the side, and then I was trying to look up news as you were talking about news because I need to pull something too.
Yeah, this is great. This is Christmas for gamers right now. I want to talk about so much. If you know, say, June Park at all, you know that I'm in love with a series called Metal Gear Solid, and a man named Hideo Kojima, who is the father of that series, and since his departure from Konami and no more Metal Gear, he joined forces with Sony, and now is working on a new game called Death Stranding. And there was a new trailer for that game, which is amazing looking. And Guillermo del Toro, the director of Hellboy and Pan's Labyrinth and Mimic and so many Devil's Backbone, so many amazing movies. He's in the trailer, it seems, and that looks great. I encourage you to read about that stuff, the whole PT fiasco with Konami. It's incredibly fascinating things. Nice. Also, but besides all that, I don't really want to talk about that right now because another really big thing came out, which was can I start small first? Can we talk about other things first before we get to the big one?
We could talk about small things.
All right. So, Parappa the Rapper. Parappa the Rapper.
That's the like a music type game or whatever.
It's one of the classic rhythm games from PlayStation. Great art, like cutout art. Rap songs. You play as this dog. He's dating this sunflower. He learns how to do, kick punch. It's all in the mind. It's great. That's getting a remaster, I think.
Nice.
There's
I've never actually played that game either, and I've
cool.
heard a lot of people, a lot of my friends played it too. I'm like, what the heck?
A lot of good stuff from that one. Marvel vs. Capcom is getting a new game. I don't know. I haven't read up on it yet, but the rumor was that none of the non-Marvel cinematic, what do you call it?
Cutscenes?
No, characters like X-Men, Fantastic Four characters, like Super Skrull. Like none of those characters are going to be in it, which is a real shame. But I don't know yet. One more big thing before we get to the really big thing.
Right, that nice juicy thing.
Yeah, well, there's two big things, I guess, before we get to the really big thing. But there's gonna be Walking Dead season 2. Obviously, I'm excited for that. That comes out this year. Get out, that's insane. And then Uncharted 4 is getting single player DLC, which I'm super excited about. And you play as Chloe, who rad, because she wasn't in Uncharted 4, and she's a character that's really interesting from that series. So that's great. And the elephant in the room for PlayStation experience obviously is the reveal of The Last of Us 2. Yep. And or should it's properly called Last of Us Part 2. And it looks super, like, out of all we've seen as a cinematic trailer of Ellie, who is older now, and Joel's in it, and it looks very dark, and she's playing a song, and I guess what they're saying is it's a story about hate, and if you watch the trailer, you definitely hear it in the dialogue that's presented. She says it's her playing guitar and singing a song, and it's a very kind of morose song, and she seems older, and she's covered in blood, and there's bodies. And there's bodies all over the this house that she's in, and when Joel gets there and asks her what she's doing, she says, "I'm going to kill every last one of them." And we have no context for what any of that is, but I'm excited. It looks horrifically depressing, and I love that about Last of Us.
Love depressing stuff. That's pretty much how it is, though, isn't it? Because it's apocalyptic type story.
Even if you take out the apocalypse, man, it's just like people doing people wrong, and and the drama that comes from that, and I love that. And yeah, man. Well, I mean, let's not speculate too much on that yet until more news drops. But I mean, I thought I was excited about. I am excited about Red Dead Redemption 2 stuff. But I mean, Last of Us 2 stuff. Holy shit! It's like all my favorite games are getting sequels. If they could only get Kojima back into Metal Gear. But I mean, Death Stranding is like. Who knows what that's gonna be like in relation to Metal Gear? So I'm excited about that.
That sounds pretty cool. Cause I got the I forgot which one I got, but I got this. Me and you talked about it on Amazon. I think talked about it looking through Amazon, and I ended up getting it. Was the Metal Gear Solid collection or something? There was like 2 of them. One was Phantom Pain.
Metal Gear Solid 5 Phantom Pain. Yeah, Metal Gear Solid 5 Definitive Collection, which has Phantom Pain and Ground Zeroes.
Yes, I think so.
Those games are great. Oh,
yeah, so I'm like, I can't wait to get those, and then obviously I don't think what was his name again?
Kojima.
Yeah. I don't think he's in any of those, right? Or Ground Zero, he is, right?
Wait. Sorry. Kojima is the guy who made those games.
Okay, but that's when he left after that, or. That was the last game he made.
That was the last game he made with Konami, and then they fired him.
Yeah, so I can't wait to play those just to see how he, how it really, how his games are, and then I could see how.
I mean, if there's a connecting thread between all his games, is that he's always trying to. Subvert your expectations of what a video game should be. With Metal Gear Solid, with Metal Gear, during the time of Metal Gear, games were about you're trying to get to your goal, and if there's things in your way, you kill them. And Metal Gear changed that. Metal Gear said, you're trying to get to your goal, and there's things in your way, and you're trying to sneak by. It was like the first stealth video game, Metal Gear Solid was like more cinematic, like it was like one of the most like movie-like experiences in video games ever, for whatever good or ill you want to place that, like it changed the way we do storytelling in video games, Metal Gear Solid 2 is the first postmodern video game in a lot of people's analysis. It's it's a game about the game series and about players' relationships to those series. It's incredible. Like his oeuvre is just like one of the most interesting in video game history, and can't wait to see what he does with Death Stranding. But I mean like I just wanted to touch upon that stuff real quick. Maybe we could talk about it a little more later, but I also
all these games too. Well, obviously the newer games, I obviously don't know too much about because I haven't seen most of the trailers. But also like Last of Us, I haven't finished the game, so that's gonna be hard for me to like chime in on that one.
Oh, but
yeah. We can still talk about it. I hope you aren't
paying too much attention to what I said, because I don't want you to know how that game ends. But
I kind of was, but I mean, I could blank it out. Once I start playing the game,
It's like, I guess if you didn't finish it by now, the trailers for the sequel are out, so it's on you. Kind of.
Yeah. So instead of playing Tomb Raider this week, I'm probably gonna play that Last of Us.
Oh yeah, no, I mean, we can play Tomb Raider whenever. I mean, I'm not. Yeah, I mean.
Oh yeah, I mean like story wise, because I still gotta play Tomb Raider, like on the first one before the sequel.
I mean, those games, honestly, I'm not here to tell you that they're shit stories or anything. I like their stories; they're fine. They're just not like, it's nothing like to lose your mind about. I think storytelling wise, it's nothing you haven't seen before. It's like that's not why those games are fun. They're fun because they're like these really well crafted Metroidvania style experiences where you get abilities, you get you're in an environment, and then there's obstacles in your path that you can't traverse yet, and then as you get through the game, you get, as you go down one path, you get tools that help you go back and open up paths that were locked to you previously. And that loop is a really...
It's like Pokemon when there's like a rock that's in the way, and then you finally get that
like the what is it, the HMs, right?
HMs,
like the HMs in Pokemon, like
cut, rock smash.
I'm always thinking in red, when you get like fly or swim, you cut's the definitive one. Exactly. That whole concept of like, exactly. It's very Super Metroid, very Symphony of the Night.
I don't think I've seen that too much in other games besides Pokemon.
Oh yeah, it's a whole genre of video games, and they're great. There's a lot of great examples. Guacamelee was a great one. It was combined elements of that and just like rad 2D platforming. Just like that's a game we streamed in its entirety on Bad Friends Brigade. We did like that's one of the hardest games we streamed on. Like I played Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3 and all their DLCs or whatever on the streams. But, man, 100%ing Guacamelee, getting the good ending of that game, finding all the secret mask pieces, like the gauntlets you have to run through that are incredibly tough. And if you want to see two men also lose their mind, but differently to Knack, in Knack we're flabbergasted, in Guacamelee we are just on like a razor's edge about to snap in half, like we're just like, oh my god, I can't get through this shit, and we just push through, and it's amazing. It's really fun. One of the better platformers I've played in years, one of the best.
Nice.
But let's talk about games we've been playing. Can we get the elephant out of the I know there's another elephant.
I'm just gonna get out of here.
All right, so 15 came out, Final Fantasy 15. I haven't touched it yet. I just want to let everyone know I bought it. Don't worry. I will play it.
It looks really fun. It
looks amazing.
My stepdad and my brother ended up getting it too for Xbone. Apparently, there's some glitches and stuff on Xbox One for that game.
I hear there's glitches on PS4 too, but I mean it's fine. It's like it seems like so a lot of people describe it as a hot mess, but in a good way, and some people I've heard talk about it as it's not a mess, it's busy. It's just got a lot going on. Not everything's elegant, but that's kind of cool. It's kind of like it's more exciting than something safe, and I am very, very excited to play that. I have a lot of thoughts about it already, even though I haven't even touched it, and I'm not even going to touch it until after, because I'm going to do it right, man. I'm going to sit down with the movie. I'm going to watch the movie first, Kingsglaive.
What?
Yeah, there's a movie called Kingsglaive, which is set before the events of the game. It was a theatrically released movie. It was...
okay.
It came out last year in theaters, CGI. It's got, big actors in it, and... it came out, and I hear it's crazy, and I hear watching it is maybe not integral to the experience of playing Final Fantasy 15, but it's like part of it, So I'm gonna watch that. I'm gonna maybe watch the anime. I've seen the first episode. I didn't like it, but maybe after I watch the movie, I might feel it more. And then I'm gonna dive deep into Final Fantasy 15 and just like,
oh my goodness,
I know, I'm just gonna like be lost in that world.
I want to get it now.
I mean, from all I hear from everyone is that it's a heavily flawed, excellent game.
I don't know. If there's a lot of content, and they like. Because I like Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy is kind of like the game that I definitely will always go to and come around to. And this one just looks really nice, for sure.
This is something I heard early on, before I bought the game. I heard someone mention that there's a boss in this game, an optional endgame boss, not a story-related boss. So, don't get too freaked out. But there's a boss in this game, just like all Final Fantasy 7 had the like the ruby weapon, like it had those weapons that you fought. A lot of these Final Fantasy games have these like end game, towards the end, optional gigantic fights. And there's one in Final Fantasy 15 that apparently, and I don't know the veracity of these claims, I haven't actually taken them on myself. I don't even understand what this means, but apparently it takes 72 hours to complete.
Oh my god.
This one fight, not the game. This one fight, which I don't understand what that means. Like, how does that make sense? It reminds me of when Kojima was talking about the sniper battle against the end for Metal Gear Solid 3, and he's
he mentioned this.
Yeah, I just wanted to go on for a week. What? Get out of here! You're insane.
A week. Oh my god!
They talk him down to like hours, but still, like it's amazing. But
that's crazy.
I don't know. I can't wait to play that game.
That sounds like a lot of fun. It really does. Cause like my stepdad and my brother, they said they could go fishing, and like as like minimal and possibly like mundane as that sounds, it sounds like fun to do. Like, this is just the fact that they have like that small little option to fish in the game. It sounds appealing to me as well.
Yeah, it does sound exciting. A little bit, one more little piece of news, just because I really want to touch upon this before I forget. There was a lot of speculations about like Kojima's game Death Stranding, right? Like, no one knew. So because when he was working at Konami, he was developing the Fox engine for Metal Gear Solid 5, and it was this beautiful, great engine, that like that powered this video game. Okay. Yeah. And when he got fired, obviously he couldn't take that engine with him. So no one knew what his next game was going to be working with. He can't bring the Fox engine. And so I guess now what we know is that it is going to be running on Guerrilla Games engine, or they're collaborating with Guerrilla Games, who made the Killzone games and are making Horizon Zero Dawn. It's that game engine, I think, that they're using for Death Stranding. I just wanted to throw that out there. Just because it's interesting.
Which engine?
It's called the Decima engine. It's made by Guerrilla, Guerrilla Games, and they have made the Killzone games, and they're making currently Horizon Zero Dawn, the game that where you're the lady in post-apocalypse.
Post-apocalyptic, like...
Yeah, but it's like post-apocalypse. It's like I don't know. It's post-apocalypse.
It has like robotic dinosaurs and shit.
Yeah, it's not post-apocalypse. It's like future prehistory. I almost want to call it.
That does sound right. That sounds...
So, yeah.
Yeah.
So they're making the new... that's the engine that Death Stranding's working on, so that's great. But yeah, let's talk about games we've been playing, Kyo, because you've been playing a big one.
I've picked up a couple. So, I mean, Tomb Raider, like I mentioned, I kind of started playing that one, but I've been kind of just jumping between other games too. The other games are Watchdogs 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's it. Actually, I can't remember the other games. I played Overwatch, but like that's something I kind of always play.
You got. I mean, like, I don't know if this is news to anyone who isn't really playing Overwatch, but Kyo got into the master ranking, which is very
master tier, PS4.
High.
So I mean, it's not PC, which I guess there's sort of a difference, but.
But it's definitely it's not an easy thing to get up there, and I haven't even made it out of platinum yet. I'm still hanging out in platinum.
Yeah.
So that game's been pissing me off recently.
But I think
don't want to play it.
It's definitely news, because I'm pretty sure a lot of listeners probably don't. They might know what Overwatch is, but also they're not our friends. And even though if they're friends, they know where I'm at right now.
Yeah.
But they definitely don't know. But anyways,
I know I sound schizophrenic right now, but I also, but before we move on too far from the news, I just want to say that like, Nadine from Uncharted 4 is also going to be in the Uncharted 4 DLC. She's your like sidekick, like your buddy character.
Mm-hmm.
And that's exciting because she was a really cool character that I wanted to see more of after that game was over. So that's exciting.
Nice.
Sorry, I just wanted to throw that out there. Nadine,
no, it's all good.
She's
the
villain.
I still
one
have
of
to
the
play
villains.
those games. Because I have the Uncharted collection, but I don't have Uncharted 4. So.
Oh, I think that's my favorite one.
Nice.
That's my favorite one of them, and I don't love those games, but I like all of them a little bit. Not the first one. I don't like that one at all. But I have played all of them. Yeah. And I feel like I can speak with authority on that series.
Nice. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll have to pick up 4 at some point, but...
Oh, yeah, Mass Effect had a shitty trailer also.
Oh, I did kind of see it, but...
Yeah, it's like...
I'm only halfway finished with 2. I finished the first one.
No, Mass Effect? Okay, so you don't have a huge love for the franchise.
I did. I really loved like the way it plays and everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah, after a while I was just like, I'm gonna play some other games. Also, it was the same era and when I was playing League of Legends, so most of my games were consumed by League of Legends, so just like Overwatch kind of, but League of Legends was pretty bad. Like that's all I'd play.
Oh, obviously Zelda had a trailer. That was amazing looking.
I need to see these Game Awards. That was a thing that happened like yesterday or something.
It happened a few days ago. I think yesterday was the PlayStation Experience.
Okay.
Or that's today. That might have been today.
Okay.
I
see December 1st on this trailer, so that was
for Game Awards.
For Death Stranding. Yeah.
Yeah, that was 2 days ago. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, these two events are right next to each other, which is pretty crazy. That's why it's Gamer Christmas. It's like a mini E3.
Gotcha. Yes, I love it.
Keo, I wanted to tell you something.
Yeah.
We were talking about a video game a few weeks ago, maybe last week actually, that we were both interested in, but neither of us had checked out, called Invisible Ink.
Oh,
made by Clay.
Yes.
That one's going to be free on PS Plus for the month of December.
Oh, hell yeah. Let's do a thing on that.
Yeah, I mean, I'm super down. It's a turn-based strategy game in the vein of XCOM, except I think the focus is on stealth.
Oh, yeah, dude, I love it so much. I'm
very excited to see.
It's so weird.
Yeah, I don't have any idea how it's going to play, but it seems... Yeah, I like the art style, and I mean, all of that seems very... very intense,
I've kind of like all of Clay's Clay Entertainment's games. I played Don't Starve.
Okay, is that them?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
It's KLIE or whatever.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. They're definitely Don't Starve.
Yeah, it is them.
Mark of the Ninja.
Great game.
Invisible Ink is next. So.
And you've played the Shank games, right?
I haven't played that. They're coming out with another game. I think Clay is. That's like a parkour kind of like flow game, which is like a first-person game too.
Wait,
so
whoa.
Yeah. Hold on, let me see if I can pull it up. But they are coming with that, and that looked really interesting. I kind of like brushed it off for a second, then I kind of remembered it, and I was like, wait,
nice.
This is kind of cool.
Okay, exciting. Yeah, I'm down. I'm down for that. I like. Yeah, that's like studio to keep your eye
Hot
on,
Lava.
Yeah.
I guess. Oh, so it's the idea where the floor is lava. Okay. I guess.
But it's first person, you said?
Yeah, it's first person. Yeah, look up a trailer.
I'm looking at the screenshots right now. That's interesting because a thing I love about Clay games is their art style, and because they're 2D games, right?
Yeah.
So. I'm kind of less thrilled about a first-person game by them, to be honest. But
I can't wait to see how it is. I'm not sure if it's out yet or whatever, but I want to give it a try.
I mean, it is a passion project, so that's cool. Oh, and there's their art style still in it, like in cutscenes and whatever. Yeah. It seems like it's a little more small scale. Yeah. But it seems interesting. So I mean, before we move on to games we've been talking, let's just Take a moment of silence for the passing of Days Gone, that zombie video game that was coming out. That was gonna come out. That looked a lot like The Last of Us.
I didn't even know about it. So
let's give it a moment of silence because that game doesn't stand a chance now. Just kidding. But no, I'm very excited for all the news that came out. I'm very excited to give these corporations my money that I make from working.
Yeah, me too.
For products that they are selling to me.
Yeah, it's so.
But
I want to get into this business. I want to make people play games too.
Oh, I want to play games and get paid for them. That's what I would like.
That too. God,
yeah, that's the type of business I would like.
I'm waiting for that day.
I would like to talk about video games.
Yeah. You know what? We need to get back in Watchdogs 2, I feel, though, because I got a couple things I want to say on that.
Yeah.
So, let me get back into microphone view or space. Watchdogs 2. Okay, so I didn't play too much of it, but I played enough, I think. No, I didn't. But I didn't play the story too much.
Like you're done? Like you don't want to play it anymore?
No, I would definitely want to keep playing.
Okay.
But I'm not story-wise. I'm not. I haven't been playing that too much. So I've been playing side missions and stuff.
Yeah.
And my goodness, we talked about this before, but I love the characters in there so far.
I really like the characters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, if we're gonna compare it to Watch Dogs 2, we know who's the verdict here. Like, no one doesn't care.
Watch Dogs, you mean, right?
Sorry, Watch Dogs.
Yeah.
My bad. Sorry, I said it because I liked it.
I understood. Yeah, you like Watch Dogs. You like Aiden Pierce.
I liked his look, but I didn't like him.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah, but then the game was kind of cool. Was cool. Watch Dogs, but it got repetitive pretty much at some points. Watch Dogs 2 kind of changed that a bit. And I mean, I'll only say kind of because I haven't continued on.
Well, I'm gonna tell you right now that there's repetition in Watch Dogs 2. It's not a perfect video game, you know. You feel moments where you're like, I mean, like, I played a lot of that game basically with the same loop. But I had fun doing it just because I thought the gameplay loop was so fun. But it was like, I'm not going to lie when I say most of my, especially the side content, most of the side content was me standing right at the edge of the red area that you're not supposed to enter before they start pointing guns at you. Sending in my drones to just hack and blow up everything or, knock out guards or whatever. Then maybe walking in with my stun gun and cleaning up a few before getting whatever I'm supposed to do. The red area.
Yeah. I've so far that's what it seems to be for me. But I might try to change it up a bit because you don't have to use a drone.
No, and you can go in guns blazing. Although I never
I'd rather
felt
not.
good about it. Yeah. Exactly.
It doesn't seem like Marcus would do that either.
Exactly.
And even if he does, I find I still use the stun gun before an actual gun.
The stun gun is great. It's a very powerful weapon. It's it's one shot, one reload. Yeah. But it's got a decent range on it. It's silent. It knocks them out no matter where you hit them. It's kind of good. It's kind of a very useful weapon. It's not there's no upgrade to it. It's as powerful as it's going to be for the rest of the game. I think there is one upgrade, which is you extend the range on it, and another one where it could also stun armored enemies in one hit. Yeah. But that's it. That's the only thing. That's the only difference. And I mean, it's great. I love the stun gun.
I think so good. I love it.
It's pretty OP. Yeah.
I think the other thing I've been doing too, we're talking about drones, is I started looking up shit for drones.
Yeah, I heard about this.
I sent you a YouTube video on it, but there's a few drones that you could literally it's portable. It's it's literally like Marcus's drone, rolling drone, and it jumps too. This now. I don't know.
Yeah. Okay. So there's this fascination with drones now in our culture where we fly these little drones for wedding photos and that fly around. We have these drones that are like RC cars. Yeah. The age I'm at, when I hear drones, usually the first thought I think of is aliens. The military Oh no, I was thinking about like military drones.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I have pretty strong feelings about that stuff. And, not really into it. So like to see drones in our
like society.
Yeah, it just like being so like easy. Like Amazon has drones that ship packages to you. Like all that
and
stuff.
And select cities, yeah.
It for sure makes me uncomfortable. I'm not gonna lie.
But there's like rules and regulation though, because like you can't just drop your drone and just just send it out and
no. But I mean, what makes me uncomfortable is the fact that it's like about it normalizes drones.
Uh-huh.
I'm getting into a political thing, so I don't want to do that. But yeah, it's just like
you're just not comfortable with drones. It's weird. I kind of have a different.
Just in general, yeah.
I have a different feel to it. I kind of like them.
Yeah, no, I get it. They're a fun piece of kit. They're cool new technology. It's like VR or something.
Yeah, I think I would probably, if I were to have one. I mean, this is probably bad to say, but I'd probably use it the same way I would with Marcus. It's pretty much
hack people.
I would use it to get into places to see view the
places
area.
You're not supposed to be. Unfortunately, unlike Marcus, you don't have a button to push where you can just immediately make your expensive drone immediately disappear.
Well, see, you say that, but I kind of still instead of holding that special little button that brings back your drone, I actually do bring him back physically, because I kind of like to immerse myself a bit and make it real.
Oh, are you serious? In the video game?
Yeah, in the video game, I bring him.
You never hold circle to just get your drone back?
I did when I couldn't be bothered. Yeah,
That's interesting. It's a little self-imposed challenge.
Yeah, but
what do you feel about self-imposed challenges?
Just stuff that I choose to do on that's not required, but I do it for myself.
Well, I mean there's yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I like that, right? I like it when people are like, oh, I have fun playing Dishonored 2 with no powers. It's like, okay, that's cool. That's cool that you do it that way, But a lot of times I hear this sort of argument where I'll be talking about a video game and I'll be like, you know what? This game is too easy. It presents no challenge, And then you'll have people say, well, don't play with this mode on or turn this off in the settings and it'll give you more of a challenge. A big thing people have been talking recently is Pokemon Sun and Moon, right? Turn off XP, turn off EXP share, and the game is much tougher. And it's yeah, I guess, but that's a self-imposed. You're it's not a hard mode. Yeah. You're not switching up the difficulty. What you're doing is there's a quality of life convenience feature in your video game that you are neglecting purposefully.
Dismissing,
and that's insane. I hate that. No, I would never play a video game and I would never not use the tools I have, but I will complain about the tools being overpowered.
I think you're the only other person I know right now that uses double negatives, because I'm that other person.
Did I use a double negative just now? Oops.
Yeah, never not.
I will never not. You're right.
Yeah.
I will always use whatever... I will use the cheesy things. If you give me cheesy things in your video games that make the game easier, I'll use it, but I'll still say it's your fault for putting it in the game. You know what I mean? I think that's...
I think, so to answer your question, are you saying, do I like self-imposed, or are you saying in general, how do I feel?
I feel it would be pretty cool in Watchdogs 2, maybe even better, if you couldn't call your drone back and you had to do what you did.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Or you could leave it there and then pick it up, but I don't know. It depends.
Yeah, maybe if you called it back, you would have a cooldown before you could set it down again. Like when it gets shot. Yeah,
that should be the thing. I thought that was a thing too, because when it gets shot, there is a huge cooldown. Yeah, but if you call it
back, you can immediately put it back. I do that all the time. I'm flying my aerial drone.
I need to buy that guy too.
Oh yeah, dude, immediately buy that thing. They see it, so they start shooting at it. So I hold circle. It goes, vanishes,
Yeah.
And then I immediately put it out again. You know, like that's what I always do. Like
yeah.
That's my constant loop, and if they gave me a cooldown for that stuff, maybe I would play more carefully in that game.
Yeah, yeah. I already kind of play more carefully because I kind of trying to rush through it. Not really. I'm having a really fun time with it, but yeah, no, I pretty much just I use the drone every so often.
But you're saying you love the characters.
I love the characters. Yeah, the characters are great. I love Wrench.
Yeah.
I love Josh, Marcus. Keep forgetting the other two names. And
Satara and Horatio.
Yeah, Satara and Horatio.
Yeah.
I haven't seen too much of Horatio though, which I like whatever about, but he does.
There's a really great mission with him later on in the game. That's pretty fun. It's you're a lot of the game is taking the piss out of like real things, right? So there's like they're making fun of real people, like what's his name? There was that asshole.
Movie star?
Whatever. They were making fun of this one guy. I don't. What else was there? There was. I haven't
really put context into like real life yet.
Yeah, no, there's tons of like, you know, Donald Trump. You know, they make fun of him kind of. There's they make fun of Google. You know? And one of the missions later with Horatio is you basically hacking into Google.
Yeah.
So it's called Noodle.
Oh, Noogle.
Noodle.
Noodle.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Noodle,
yeah.
Like
I saw like the building when I was doing like spray paint stuff. I was like, right. And then I realized I did the color comparison, and I was like, that's something I realized.
Yeah, it's for sure. Yeah, it's just it's like the search engine. You know, the Silicon Valley search engine thing, so it's totally Google.
Yeah.
Side note, the spray paint missions are pretty lame.
No, yeah, they are. I realized that like once I finished like the first 2-3 that you do, like 5 more popped up, and I was like, okay, this is obviously something I do while I'm doing like main missions or stuff. Or
no, you can't. I think you have to do it as a mission.
Oh.
I don't think you can like.
Well, it looks like
the beaten track.
Well, I don't know. I don't know. It looks like
maybe you can.
It looks like it's still there when I was doing like selected other missions or tracking other missions. So
okay, yeah.
I don't know.
I mean, I did them all, but I was like, ugh.
No, I just once I found out how to do more, and they were literally on the opposite side of where I was at. I was like, okay, I'm just gonna select this mission, and I'm gonna keep going.
Here's the thing, right? Like you can make your drone just vanish into thin air. Yeah. You can carry a shotgun and a machine gun, and then immediately make them disappear into your laptop backpack without anyone seeing it. Yep. None of that breaks my immersion. But you know what breaks my immersion is when Marcus takes like a like a paint roller and one bucket of blue paint. Yeah. And just dabs a wall for a few seconds, and then there's a big tag, like an intricate tag. That breaks my immersion.
Dude, I was really hoping in that paint mission that I can make my own custom DedSec.
See, like, I'm not asking for infamous Second Son level of turn your PS4 controller on its side and shake it like it's a spray can.
Yeah,
and then trace a line. You know, I don't need that, but like.
I've never tried that, but that sounds pretty cool.
You never played those missions in Infamous?
I don't think I have though.
Yeah, there's it's pretty cheesy. They make you hold your DualShock 4 like
spray can.
Yeah, picture like so your finger your
thumb.
You're holding it sideways with your thumb
like touching the touchpad, right? Like just
no, it'll be like on the side of the right analog stick. You know, it's up there like if you're gripping it. And so your index finger is on the right trigger.
Yeah.
And that's like the spray button. You know, so you hold it like a gun, kind of, right? Like sideways.
That's so weird.
Yeah, and you shake it like in real life because there's a motion
vibration
thing in there. Yeah. And so like, you know, you'll hear it in the game like the the like.
I think that's a nice little gimmick.
It's definitely a gimmick. And it wears out its welcome pretty quickly, but
I'm sure.
Cheesy. But I mean, like, yeah.
In Watchdogs, I think that it's just give me stickers or something. That's fine. I don't have to like customize. Don't give me the whole freedom thing to like paint. If you can, that'll be cool. But stickers or something.
Oh sure, right?
Great.
Like you'll like cover up a billboard of some politician, and I'm like, oh, I wonder what like insightful like you know like burn I'm gonna do. I wonder if I'm gonna like write something about his policies being no, I'm just putting poop. Just
oh yeah,
poop all over it. Oh
yeah,
great. That's who I am apparently.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what it seems like. That's like is, but I don't know.
Yeah, a little bit. They're like one part anonymous, one part
not comedic, but like memes. One part memes.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. They're good though. I like the characters.
Yeah. Quickly, I just want to go finish. I want to close off the drone topic real quick.
About real life drones or
real life drones. So I want to get the rolling drone and the one that jumps. But I'm sure that's gonna go away after like a day or a month or whatever, or a week or a month. But
like your desire.
Yeah. Because I always want to jump from hobby to hobby, and this is one of those things.
Sure, yeah.
But the other thing, biggest thing,
you could do like feeds. You could do drone streams. Like what is that called?
They're called PFVs, first person view.
What do you call that when people are like at like restaurants and stuff, and they like just put out a video of themselves? I forget what that's called.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, you could do that with your drones. So.
I could
just follow a dog around a park or something.
Oh yeah. But the thing is, I looked up flying drones, which I haven't unlocked on Watchdogs, but I know it's in there. Mm-hmm. And I started looking up like drones and flying drones, and I was like, well, hold on, let me try drone racing.
Yeah.
And then now I'm kind of like hooked into this drone racing deal because like these guys are like I guess professional pilots is what they're calling themselves. And
so do they race drones against each
Yeah,
other?
they do. So
times?
They race drones against each other. And the thing is, drones have cameras on them, right?
Right.
So this is what they do. They have pretty much like, it looks like VR goggles, but it's pretty much a feed that goes directly from the drone to these goggles.
Right.
And then they have the remote controls, and they just pretty much just go at it. And like the people, it's called. I'd like to promote things that we're not sponsored for, but it's called DRL, which is Drone Racing League, and that's like on ESPN and shit too, which is interesting.
I got you I got you covered. I got your fix for that, so you don't have to buy yourself a flying drone in real life.
Yeah.
You can do drone races and Watchdogs too.
Hell yeah! Awesome.
Yeah, it's like time trials. You're not racing another drone, but you're racing through the city in checkpoints.
Yeah, I think it's kind of cool though, because the thing of the real life thing is, it seems like a cool thing because it's kind of like a competitive sort thing. Mm-hmm. And the DRL team, they make like custom races and stuff, and they have like a whole bunch of neon lights and stuff. It has a feel like the 80s homage to like the future, where it's like a whole bunch of neon and everything.
Sure, yeah, that's kind of neat.
I was like, oh shit, it's pretty cool. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I'm liking drones right now, so there you go.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna close that book.
Yeah, I have oh my gosh, drones. That's really funny. Yeah, you got flying drones and Watchdogs. There's your fix.
Yeah,
you have to go buy a real one.
Yeah.
What else? Wait, do you want to talk more about Watchdogs too, or do you want to move on to other games?
It's up to you. I'm good. That was pretty much my thing. I want to keep going on it. Play the main mission soon at some point, but I want to.
I do that same thing with Ubisoft open world games.
Yeah.
I'm always like, stuff. Let's do all the side missions. But the thing about Watchdogs is like I feel like the side missions never stop coming. And the purple ones are online missions, right?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, we could play those together sometime.
Is it co-op, right?
Yeah.
It's probably just gonna be us using our drones.
yeah, it's fine. It's fun.
Okay.
There's usually like
I want to do the hack ones more.
That one's okay.
I just like the hide and seek aspect of it.
You know what fun. I like in that game is there's a multiplayer mode called Bounty Hunt, right?
Yeah.
So you can look for bounties, which are people who have who either have called a bounty on themselves or are committing a wanted level of 3 stars or more.
Okay.
And so you're fighting with you're helping out the police kill the dude.
The other hacker.
Yeah, the Marcus in their game. You know?
I think that's weird too, by the way.
Yeah.
Seeing another Marcus.
They don't look like Marcus because they're not it's like a different. It does that thing that video games do a lot now, where it's Tomb Raider does this too, where it's if me and you, when we play Tomb Raider, we're both gonna be Lara Croft, but you're not gonna look like Lara Croft to me, and I'm not gonna look like Lara Croft to you.
Yeah, it's client side view.
Yeah, exactly. And so Watch Dogs 2 does the same thing, where which is kind of unfortunate because it's just the same dude. You can't really. I mean, it's it's just a dude, around his height,
Yeah.
You can randomize whoever it is, but it's they're not very interesting. They're wearing his clothes though, so whoever you're wearing, so that's cool.
I think that's awesome because I was participating in a bounty hunt, and I lost unfortunately because I have no fucking idea what I was supposed to do. But it said neutral. It said neutralize, and I was trying to stun him the whole time.
Oh yeah, I guess you could do that. I
don't think that works. I think you actually have to kill him because he killed me.
No. I just killed him. But what's great is you can call a bounty hunt on yourself, Yeah. So and I have so much fun doing that. So what it does is it gives you a wanted rating immediately of 3 stars. Yeah. And so the cops are just on your trail, and it searches the web. It searches for bounty hunters who are looking to partake. And so I try to go for a while, see how many bounty hunters I could take out, and then lose to cops. And my rank, the most I think I've done is I've killed 5 bounty hunters one time and escaped successfully, and I got on a leaderboard, and I was yes,
nice.
I got diamond ranking or whatever.
Oh shit! What the hell?
Yeah, and it's really fun. It's I got kind of into it. There's because it's because in the main game I'm never killing people really with guns and stuff, but
which I like. But it feels really good.
Yeah, I rarely do that, but when I'm bounty hunting, I'm shooting fools with automatic shotguns and and running them over with my car, or one of my greatest escapes I did was there was because you see them on your map, and they see you, and so I ran into an alley, and I threw a grenade on a gas main. These are sticky bombs that you can detonate,
Yeah.
And I ran through the alley, and I was watching my mini-map, and the guy, he's sprinting after me, taking shots at me with his assault rifle. Yeah. And as soon as I see where he goes into the alley, he's right by that gas main on my mini-map, so I detonate the grenade, and it's just Hunter neutralized, or whatever. And I was just yes.
Nice. I want to do that.
I got you. And then it's immediately another guy shows up, and I'm no, I can never get away. It's great.
That's awesome. Yeah,
super fun.
I love it. I want to get more into the multiplayer aspect of it.
Yeah, it's kind of it takes good inspiration from games like Dark Souls and stuff, right? Where the player versus player, but it's
you get invaded too, right?
Yeah, you can get hacked. So
I think so
that was in the same as the first game. Yeah.
This is kind of weird because I felt really weird when this happened. I was just doing one of the paint missions, and I was how the fuck do I get up there? And I was oh, there's this thing that I can control, and I can elevate myself up and whatever.
Right, the crane.
Yeah. And then as I was getting there, I realized something. I realized the people outside were going crazy. It's they were starting to crash cars, and people were screaming. I was what the hell is going on over there? And I wasn't completely looking. I was just doing my thing. And then a car got closer to me and everything, and stopped. And I was what the fuck? And then I think I realized, I think I was getting evaded, but that guy didn't get close enough to me to where he could scan me or whatever. So
yeah.
So I was I was a little freaked out pretty much because I was like, what the hell is going on?
So when they start hacking, what happens is it puts a radius like that doesn't move, right? Like it's like wherever they start hacking from, there's a circle of about like, I don't know, like let's say 100 feet around, you know? Mm-hmm. And within that is the hacker. So when you're playing your game, all the NPCs, like if you go into net hack mode, they're all purple. You know, all of a sudden, it's like any of them could potentially be the hacker. And so you have to kill the hacker in order to win if you're on your side. And if you're the invader, you have to not be detected. You know, you have to like, because if you're detected, the hack stops, I think. But so when I invaded someone, they were in the middle of a car chase from the cops. So they were in a rush, you know, and I hacked them from an overpass. So I'm up above them in a cop car, you know, in an overpass, and they're like going crazy below me because they don't know to look up, they don't know to go up, right? Like so they're like blowing up cars all around, like looking to find me where I'm hiding, and I'm like above them, and I was just sitting there quietly the whole time. Hacked them. Like they eventually just like left because they couldn't find me, and I ended up hacking them. One time I was getting hacked in at the pier, you know, and there were so many NPCs around me, and you know, I had to drop my player role-playing Marcus Holloway as a good guy, and I pulled out my grenade launcher and started shooting into the crowds.
Oh, my
goodness!
Like,
killing, and my wanted level's shooting up, you know. And I was just like, I gotta find this guy, and I'm like hacking all the cars to go crazy, and I'm like blowing up everything.
You literally. So I'm sorry. I wanna chime in now. I got to the pier. I'm not sure if it's the same pier, but I was getting close and I got a chance to hack someone. And then the person that I was going after, I think he knew that he was being hacked, so he went like further into the pier and stuff, and he was hiding. So I used the cameras and stuff to try to like to find him, and I did, and then I hacked him. And then pretty much what happened is he started going crazy, started shooting everybody that he saw. I was like, what the hell is going on? Why?
Oh, dude, I got the guy. He was just like sitting in a car. He like you can see them. You can see the people in their cars, right?
Yeah.
Through the like weird like Batman style vision that you get.
Mm-hmm.
And
oh, that's lame. Damn it.
Yeah, you're alone.
That's literally what I did. I hid in my car.
Yeah, and so I was like looking around. I see this one SUV with a dude just like parked with a
slouching,
like kind of slouched down. And he's got a baseball cap on. And I was that's
me.
Probably him.
You probably did me in, cause
no, this was like a while ago.
Okay.
You hadn't gotten the game yet, but that'd be really funny. Did the guy kill you?
He did. But he was killing everyone else like you did too, and he threw red grenades and stuff. So I was like, "What the hell?" It sounds literally like my story.
Oh my gosh, it's great. I haven't been playing that game for a few weeks now, but like, the time I spent with it was really great. And I'd love to jump back into it with you sometime, do some co-op.
Yeah, for sure. Hell yeah,
it'd be really good.
I want to apologize again though, June. I want to apologize to the audience, our listeners as well.
Oh, no worries.
Because gotta close it up.
I understand.
Gotta go to work. And yeah.
I must eat.
Yeah. Let's go do some eating and stuff. But also, sorry, go ahead.
Oh, can we tell them about Dungeons and Dragons and how that might change in the future?
Why don't you tell them? Because I'm not sure.
Okay, well, I don't know. Well, let's not talk about it then. Yeah.
Okay.
We hash out everything.
Tell us for sure.
But it will return, I promise.
Yeah, it will.
Or it's actually Pathfinder, but our Pathfinder session will continue. It might change a little bit here and there. Keo might be in the game, maybe. You know. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
We might either have a different GM and Keo's another participant, or Keo might say GM, and I don't know. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see.
It'll be fun. We'll figure stuff out. It'll expand a bit. Maybe even be its own podcast, instead of the way we're doing it.
I'm down for that because I'm listening to a podcast that's strictly like Dungeons and Dragons or Pathfinder, and I really enjoy listening to them.
Yeah,
they go crazy.
Like we'll keep this one gaming. We'll always have our Sunday game talks where we talk about what we've been playing and whatnot. But then we'll have our Pathfinder sessions. Maybe we could put them together. We'll see. We'll discuss it. Yeah. But for this coming week, I didn't even talk about what game I was playing. I've been playing a lot of Xenoverse 2.
Yeah, you have. Yeah. Sorry. Forgot.
Doesn't matter. Gotcha. It's not really like I wouldn't really have much to add to what I was saying. Yeah. But for this coming week, are we gonna do Invisible Ink then?
Is it this week that's coming out?
Well, it's December.
Yeah, if it's out, yes, we're definitely doing Invisible Ink. Okay. Oh, I definitely want to do it. If you want to do it,
I'm down. I don't know how long it is, but let's try and beat that game. It should be great, and I don't know. Maybe it'll be a horrible fucking train wreck that sucks. But I've heard good stuff, so I don't expect.
I've seen videos on it, like from YouTubers I watch, and it looks really fun. It looks like a game that I definitely want to play. But let's do Invisible Ink. That'd be pretty fun.
Yeah, and we'll try and get to Tomb Raider when we can.
Yeah.
Because I really want to do that. I want to get those endurance trophies.
Yeah. We'll take a night to do it probably. If not, we'll do it at some point. It's not a big thing.
I got my Sombra trophies.
Oh, nice. Yeah, I did. I saw that. That's sick.
Yeah, those are hard. The picture of me getting the 6-man hack is just me face dead on the fountain in Anubis. So
now you just gotta
face down.
Now you just got to pick up Zenyatta's one, and
thanks.
Then you'll be set.
Yeah, I'm not going for a platinum on this game. I just like Sombra a lot.
Yeah. But this has been Binch Bros, guys. I thank you for listening. Like us on whatever media you're listening to. Comment. That'd be awesome. We'll read them out.
Yeah, we love comments. We'll read them letters. Yeah, send questions. Send.
If you want to send like email, I guess, or something, exactly, or maybe sponsorships, more likely like emails or whatever.
No, like questions. Yeah,
you could post that up on. We're on iTunes, so you can send it on there. I'm not sure how to check it, but I'll try.
I would love to I would love to answer questions about. I would love to hear answers to questions from Keo. And myself.
Okay, yeah.
From the listeners.
Yes. And then you can also, I guess you can hit us up on Twitter, Facebook. I'm kind of getting a new one because I can't. It won't post on like the Facebook page. It just posts on my page, which I didn't want to do, but whatever. But you could post us or check us up on there.
I'm also I'm gonna stream on Sunday, so like. If you guys, find the stream through this, you could always ask questions there. If it's something for Binch Bros, I might even write it down. But try and.
Nice.
I think you can comment here, right? You can probably leave a thing on this.
I think so.
What are they listening to this on? Podbean?
It's either Podbean or iTunes. I think it's more Podbean though.
Yeah, either or.
Whatever Timmy's using.
You can find it, right? Like no matter what.
Quick thing too. I remember when you asked about like Canadians and if they're still listening or whatever. We got a new continent. I think this is kind of fun because I like this.
This is great.
Germany is listening now.
Oh wow.
So cool. Guten Tag, I think. I'm sorry, is that racist?
Sure. It's not racist. That's just you're speaking their language. That's not racist.
Okay.
But yeah, but Germany, that's awesome. Yeah. Then definitely check out our content. Since we do these what I think is fun for people would be like if they have a chance to play along, when they listen to this episode, if they want to play Invisible Ink, so they can follow along with our conversation next week.
And maybe agree and disagree on what we say, and if you ever do, again,
maybe throw questions.
Throw
comments.
That comments is there for a reason. You might as well use it.
I would love it.
But yeah, that's a nice little rant, our little promotion onto our comments.
Yeah, our spiel. I'm also on Instagram at JuneMastaJ. If you.
Yeah.
I don't really check my Twitter very much.
I don't even know why I started Twitter. I don't even use it at all. That's kind of started, but I have a personal one. It's xkio. I have an Instagram I think it's xkio2 XIKIYOO or O. I'm not sure, but anyways, yeah. Or Ride My Kio, actually. That's my Instagram name. But yeah, thanks for listening.
You want to clarify that a little bit? You said it.
Okay, so Instagram is Ride My Kio, RIDEMYKIYO. Ride My Kio.
There it is. Yeah.
And then Twitter is like XKio KIYO.
Okay.
But yeah, thanks for listening, guys. We're gonna do separate sign-offs, I guess. So, I'm gonna join us next time when I eat my monitor.
Aries, do you not see God's wonders?